Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to New York Yankees baseball. And this is WAPBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. Today we're wired here from New York, where the Indians will meet the hometown Yankees before a hostile crowd. Overall, they now stand at 2-0. Game number 3 of 3 here in New York. The Yankees have snookered the Indians so far. The Yankees take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Conley has set his opening slate. Hit at first base. Pratt at second. Peckinpah, the shortstop. Ward at third. Across the outfield, in left, it's Bodie. In center, Ruth. And over in right, Musial. Ruth is behind the plate and on the mound for the Yankees. The right-handed Mays. This is Mays' second start of the season. His record, 1-0. He won on his last outing. After one game, his ERA at 1. Pretty good control. He will be facing Indian starter right-hander Bagby. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Here's Smith that started off. Elmer, a strong hitter so far. 3 for 9. He has 2 RBIs. Right-hander Mays, ready. Now the pitch. Smith tops it down the third baseline. It'll be a tough play for Ward. The off-balance peg, yes. Got him by a stride. Sweet play by Ward. 1 down. One away. The next Indians batter is Chapman. He has the talent to do some damage. So far at the plate, 3 for 9. He's stolen 1 base. Chapman knows how to get on base. Chapman settles himself in the box. Rue sets up. Mays to the wind. Line drive base hit to right. Musial fields it and throws it to second. A clean single from Chapman. All right, Speaker is stepping up to hit against Mays. 1 away. Chapman down at first for Cleveland. Triss, one of the league's best. So far this season, 4 for 7. He's walked twice. Chapman pawing the ground at first. Mays gets set to work on him. Mays comes to him. Swung on. It's a nubber to the left of the mound. Mays scoops it up, fires to second. Then he gets him. And Speaker is on the fielder's choice. And they are now 2 away. O'Neill getting ready to go. Known to whack that ball pretty well. So far at the plate, 2 for 9. Rule set. Now Mays pitches. Swung on. It's in the air to right. Musial camps in his tracks and brings it down, and that's out number 3. That'll do it for Cleveland. Nothing across. Indians, nothing. Yankees coming up. For the Indians. Overall, they now stand at 0-2. In the league, they're on top in batting. At 310. 4th. In runs, 3rd. In slugging, leading. In steals with 2. Second best in on-base percentage. The Indians take the field here in the first. Let's see. Conley has set his opening slate. Johnston at first base. Wemsgans at second. Chapman the shortstop. Gardner at third. The outfield consists of Smith in left field, Speaker in center field, and Jameson over in right. O'Neill is behind the plate and on the mound for the Indians. The right-handed Bagby. Now this is Bagby's second start of the season. No wins, one loss. On his last outing, he lost. After one game, his ERA at 4.5. Well, Pratt to lead it off for the Yankees. Dell can be dangerous. To date at bat, 2 hits in 9 trips. He's walked twice. He'll wait for his pitch. Pratt now ready. Bagby looking home. Here's a pitch. Pratt drills one by Gardner. Backed up by Chapman. The long off-balance throw. The stretch by Johnston. Out at first. One away. Peckinpah coming up. A valuable bat so far at the plate. 2 for 9. 1 homer. 3 ribbies. Peckinpah has patience. Now Bagby ready. Bagby winds and fires. Slow bounder to the right side. Johnston to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Bagby. Just in time. Yankees hitter Ruth. People stop and watch Babe take his cuts. So far at the plate, 1 for 7. He's walked twice. The big slugger stands in. Bagby gets set to pitch. The pitch. That's high in the air to right center. Jameson goes back for it. Up against the wall. Jameson times his leap and comes down with a glove full of air. A round tripper from Ruth. So Ruth has his first homer of the season. And the Yankees go ahead by a run, 1-0. First inning. That's Ruth's first run batted in of the season. Musial comes up to bat. Pretty good with a stick to date. 3 for 8. 1 homer. 2 ribbies. Now Bagby ready. Here's a pitch from Bagby. Musial blasts the drive to right center. It might have the distance. It rattles the wall. Speaker plays the carom. Musial is going for 2. Here's the throw. And Musial pulls into second with a long double. For New York, Musial on at second. 2 down. The bottom of the first inning. Bodie's up. A sure hitter. On the season, 1 for 4. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked 4 times. The hitter stands in. Now Bagby ready. Musial at second takes a big lead. Now Bagby comes home with it, and it gets by O'Neill. He scrambles. Musial makes it safely to third. So Bodie will get back in there. Bagby gets set to work on him. Looks at third. The pitch swung on. A blast to left. No doubt about this one. It's long gone. Way over the fence and left. Home run for Bodie. And 2 runs score. So Bodie has his first homer of the season. The Yankees add 2 more runs. The score now 3-0. And Bodie now has 4 runs batted in on the season. Pip gets set to face Bagby. 2 down. The Yankees can count on him. To date, batting 1 for 8. The hitter stands in. Pitcher Bagby set to go. He cranks and fires. That's high and deep by Pip. Speaker is on the run. It's starting to tail away from him, and it drops in. Pip is headed for second. He's at a second ahead of the throw for Pip. His first double of the season. 2 outs. 3 runs in. The next Yankees batter is Rule, right-hander. Batting 7th. He'll take advantage of your mistakes. To date at bat, 3 hits and 8 trips. Rule steadies his bat. Bagby gets set to work on him. Bagby working on Pip to hold him close. The offering from Bagby. Hard ground ball to second. He's up with it. This should do it. He flips to Johnston for the out. The line for the Yankees, 3, 4, and 0. They lead 1, so they have moved well in front. Indians down 3-0. For Cleveland, here in the second, Gardner, Jameson, and Johnston. Well, here's Gardner to lead it off. Larry can hit. So far this season, 3 for 8. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once. Catcher Rule sets his target. Now Mays pitches. Lofted deep to left field. Bodie is chasing it. He's at the warning track, and he hauls it in. 1 away. One down. Now Jameson to face Mays, left side batter. He gets his share of hits. To date, 1 for 6. He's walked twice. Rule ready to receive. Here's the pitch. An infield roller by Jameson. Shortstop Peckinpah charges. The flip to first. And that's out number 2. Johnston up there. He gets his share of hits. To date at bat, 1 for 8. He's stolen 1 base. Doc waits. Rule crouched down now. And now the pitch. Lined, but right at Pip. He snatches it in midair. That was scorched. 3 away. For the Indians, 3 up, 3 down. The score still stands 3-0 Yankees as we head for the bottom of the second inning. The Yankees will have Ward, Mays, and Pratt here in the second. To get it going, Ward. A dependable hitter so far this season. 3 for 6, 1 homer. He's knocked in 3. He's walked twice. Bagby prepares to come home. The pitch. Ward sends one to left center. Speaker is racing over. Smith is on the run. The 2 pass in the night. And Speaker makes the catch. 1 down. Pitcher Mays up. 1 down. At the plate this season, Mays has managed 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Bagby prepared to work. The pitch. Yanked towards second. Wemsgans feels it. He flips to first. High throw. But they get him. And that's the second out. Two gone. Second inning. Pratt now walks out to bat. Pratt settles himself in the box. O'Neill ready to receive. He wheels and deals. Popped high in front of the plate. O'Neill tosses a mask away. Waves off Gardner. And he's got it to retire the side. The Indians retire the side in order. Indians behind the Yankees 3-0. And they'll try to get it back coming up. For Cleveland, it'll be Wemsgans, Bagby, and Smith. Here's Wemsgans to start it off. Bill, a modest hitter, to date at bat, 3 for 8. Wemsgans relaxes himself at the plate. Mays focuses in on the target. The pitch to Wemsgans. Mays loses him, and he trots down to first. That was Wemsgans' first walk of the season. All right, the Indians have no one out. Wemsgans down at first. Next up, pitcher Bagby. Offensively this season, nothing in 2 trips. Rule crouched down now. Bagby squares. Mays comes home, butted right in front of the plate. Rule grabs it and throws to second for 1. The throw to first. Bagby beats it out, but they get the lead runner. That's out number 1. For Cleveland, 1 away, 1 on. Smith gets set to face Mays, batting left. Rule ready to receive. First baseman Pitt is on the bag. Bagby with a substantial lead. The pitch. There's a little blooper down the right field line. It might drop in. Musial running. He gets there. That's the second out. Bagby is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Next up, Chapman. The Indians have 2 down. Bagby on at first. The hitter stands in. Mays poised. The pitch comes in. Banged to left center. Bodie is running to the gap. Ruth is racing over. And it drops between them. Bagby is around third. They're waving him in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate, and Bagby's safe easily. And Chapman pulls with a double. So the double scores 1. The Indians are on the board. Nicking at that lead for Chapman, his first double of the season. 1 on, the top of the 3rd inning. The next Indians batter is Speaker. The slugger stands in. Mays prepares to come home. Chapman now with an aggressive lead. And the pitch comes in. A hot grounder down the line. Ward dives. It skips by him. Fair ball. Rolling into the corner. Chapman is around third. He'll score. Bodie tracks it down. And they're lucky to hold Speaker to a double. Back-to-back doubles by the Indians. So the double scores 1, and the Indians get 1 back. Trimming the lead to 1, and these fans just inched forward in their seats. That gives Speaker 2 RBI on the season. The Indians have 2 down. Speaker on second. Right-handed batter O'Neill steps up to face Mays. Mays looking in at the target. Speaker edges a bit more off second. Now Mays pitches, lifted high to left. Bodie is drifting toward the line, and he hauls it in. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Cleveland. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 left. They do some damage, and now they trail by only 1. Yankees over the Indians 3-2, and they'll try to add to that lead coming up. And here comes the artillery for New York. Peckinpah, Ruth, and Musial. Peckinpah starts it for the Yankees. O'Neill ready to receive. He delivers. Routine grounder to second. Wemsgans scoops it, flips to first. 1 down. Yankees hitter Ruth. The big slugger stands in. Now Bagby ready. The offering from Bagby. Swung on. A squibber in front of the plate. Bagby is in. Picks it up. Spins, fires to first in time. Musial comes up to bat. Batter ready. Catcher O'Neill sets his target. The pitch. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Smith drifts over. He's under it. Lowers the glove. And he covers it. 3 down. So the Yankees go quietly. The score still 3-2. Indians trail. The Indians will have Gardner, Jameson, and Johnston here in the 4th. Here's Gardner to start it off. Larry waits. Now Mays ready. The delivery from Mays. Cut on, whack to center field. Base hit. Ruth is there. He bobbles it, and he drops it. Now he throws to second. Too late. Gardner is in safely. Ruth picks up an error. Scored that a single. The Indians have no outs. Runner on second. Now Jameson to face Mays, left side batter. Charlie waits. Mays on the rubber, glances back at the runner. Here's the delivery. Popped up. Ward moves toward the line. Peckinpah racing over into foul territory. He waves off Ward and makes the catch. 1 away. Gardner to hold second. 1 on. Johnston's up. Mays is on the slab. Checks Gardner at second. Mays into his motion. Delivers, and it's a hard line to Pratt. Great catch. 2 away. We have right-handed Wemsgans to bat for the Indians. The Indians have 2 down. Gardner on second. Wemsgans ready. Right-hander Mays ready. The pitch. It's a moonshot, right field. Musial over. He's got lots of room. Waits. Waits.
We got to get down, Eagle. Griffin, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
And brings it in. For the Indians, no runs on 1 hit. 1 misadventure for the Yankees. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. Yankees still with a 1-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bodie hit and Rue to bat next. Bodie will get it started for the Yankees. A right-sider. Bodie takes his stance. Right-hander Bagby ready. The pitch comes in. Bodie strokes it sharply toward short. Chapman into the hole. Plants himself for the long throw. Guns it hard to Johnston. Got him. 1 down. It's now the port side swinger pitcher to bat. Pitcher Bagby set to go. The pitch. Grounded hard wide of third. Gardner just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. For out number 2. Well, 2 outs. Base is empty. For New York, it's now Rue the bat. Batter ready. Bagby looking home. The pitch. Rue lofts a routine fly ball to center. Speaker drifts under it and hauls it in. That's 3 away. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 4. Yankees still with a 1-run lead. We go to the top of the 5th inning. For Cleveland, it'll be Bagby, Smith, and Chapman. Here's Bagby to start it off. Mays looking home. Mays into his motion. delivers a healthy cut by Bagby, but he sends it straight up. Rue flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. 1 down. Here's Smith coming to the plate. Smith is a guy who'll battle you to get on. In the box now. Mays looking in. The pitch. Smith hits one high. Hard right field. But it won't be enough. Musial covers it. Routine. 2 gone. Well, 2 outs. Chapman will bat next for Cleveland, a right-sider. Ray is 2 for 2. Driven in 1, and he scored a run. Chapman is a threat for the extra base hit. Chapman waiting for Mays. Pitcher Mays eyeing Chapman. Now he's ready. Mays with the pitch. On the ground, back through the box. Pratt gloves it, spins it, fires. Long stretch. Just nips Chapman by half a step. 3 away. For the Indians, 3 up, 3 down. After 4.5, Yankees up by 1. Ward, Mays, then Pratt due up for New York. Leading off, Ward. Decent power. Right-hander Bagby ready. He delivers. On the ground, back through the box. Wemsgans gloves it, spins it, fires. Long stretch, just nips Ward by half a step. 1 down. Now at bat, Mays. Carl waits. Catcher O'Neill sets his target. The pitch. Fastball bounced up the middle. Wemsgans over, and it's through. Base hit for Mays. One down, 5th inning, 1 on. Pratt gets set to bat against Bagby. Dell can pop it. Mays can hightail it. Bagby looking home. First baseman Johnston right on the bag. Here he comes. Chopper back to the mound. Bagby gloves it. He flips to Johnston at first for the out. Mays moves to second on the play. 2 down. One on. Peckinpah up to hit. Roger has done nothing in 2 trips. New York starter Mays pitching tough, but the Yankees could use a little insurance. Peckinpah ready. Now Bagby ready. Now Bagby pitches. Popped a mile high. Wemsgans is backing up. He's under it. And makes the catch. That's 3 away. That'll do it for New York. No runs on 1 hit. So the Yankees failed to capitalize on the runner. The score still 3-2. Yankees leading. New York will now face the heart of the Indians lineup. Speaker, O'Neill, and Gardner coming up. To get it going, Speaker. Trist waits. Mays poised. The pitch. It's roped hard to right. Musial's after it and takes it on the bounce. Speaker has to hold first. He's on with a single. The tying run is on. Trist with his 2nd hit in this game. Next batter, O'Neill. Steve has done nothing in 2 trips. Swift-footed Speaker at first. Mays is on the slab. Checks Speaker on first. Trying to hold him close. Big hold on the right side. Speaker takes a good lead. The delivery from Mays hit deep. Ruth takes 3 steps to his right, backs. and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Speaker is tagging, but he holds first. For Cleveland, runner on first, one out. Gardner up the bat. Gardner is 1 for 2. Rule sets up. Mays with the pitch. High fly ball to center. Ruth is racing to the track. He's got it. 2 away. Speaker is tagging, but he holds first. Next up, Cleveland hitter Jameson. Jameson has done nothing in 2 trips. Rule set. Speaker well off first. The delivery lifted to center. Not too deep. There's Ruth. This should do it. And he makes the catch. And that retires the side. For the Indians, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still 3-2. Indians trail. Cleveland will now face the heart of the Yankees lineup. Ruth, Musial, and Bodie coming up. To get it going for the Yankees here, Ruth, he bats left-handed. New York starter Mays is on his game, but the Yankees could use a little insurance. Babe ready. Catcher ready. Bagby delivers. A skyscraper to deep left. Smith races back. He turns left. He turns right. Now left again, and he stabs at the ball and has it. He had no idea where that ball was. Quite an adventure out there. For out number 1. Here's Musial coming to the plate. A reliable power hitter. Now Bagby ready. Bagby comes to the plate. Hot smash to third. Gardner gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. Johnston scoops it on 1 hop, and Musial is retired. Nice play on both sides of the infield. And that's the second out. Two gone, 6th inning. We have Bodie coming up to hit. He hits from the right. Bodie had his first homer earlier in this game. Bodie is 1 for 2. He has 2 ribbies. The hitter stands in. Bagby ready. Here's the pitch. Hit deep. It's going, but it won't make it. Smith hauls it in. 3 down. For the Yankees, 3 up, 3 down. The score still stands 3-2. Indians down as we head for the top of the 7th inning. The Indians will send out the bottom of the lineup. Johnston, Wemsgans, and Bagby. Johnston leading off the 7th. Doc waits. Pitcher Mays eyeing Johnston. Now he's ready. The pitch. Base hit right field, and Johnston is aboard with a single. The tying run is on. Wemsgans is up next. Wemsgans has a walk and 2 trips. A double play would hurt, but with Johnston gone, it may be difficult. Mays wants to pin Johnston to first. Mays on the rubber, checks the runner. First baseman Pitt holding the runner on. Johnston is on the move. Wemsgans throws his bat at the ball to protect the runner. Nub toward first. Pitt has only 1 play, and he steps on first for the out. The tying run is now at second base. Bagby steps up to face Mays. He'll bat left here. The Indians have 1 away. Runner on second. Down by 1. Mays on the rubber. The left-handed hitter, Smith, on deck. Mays focuses in on the target. Indians manager Conley looking at his score sheet. Conley is yanking Bagby. He's sending Nunemaker to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders the bat. Strides toward the box. So Bagby goes 6 innings. The game for Bagby: 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 homers. He stands to lose it unless the Indians can make up the 1-run deficit. Nunemaker up there. Pretty good with a stick. Mays inspects the ball, trying to find some magic. Nunemaker in the batter's box. He digs in deep with his spikes. Waits. Mays sets up on the rubber again. Checks Johnston at second. Johnston moves another step away from second. Mays comes to the plate. Nunemaker swings. It's a high bouncer to third. Ward gloves it. Sets. Long throw to first. Then he gets him. And that's out number 2. Johnston holds. One on. Left-sided Smith will bat next for Cleveland. Smith is hitless in 3 at-bats. Mays works the ball with his hand. The batter stands in, lowers the brim of his cap, waits for the pitch. Mays sets up on the rubber again. Chapman waits on deck, glances back at the runner. Johnston moves quietly toward third. Now Mays comes home with it. This one is creamed. Bodie turns and runs. He can't get it. Johnston is around third. He'll score. Tie game. Bodie picks it up and fires it in. A 2-base hit for Smith. So a big run scores on the Smith double. Oh, those Indians. They have tied this game, and this crowd has gone silent. That gives Smith 3 RBI on the season. Runner on second, 2 down, the top of the 7th inning. Chapman is out to take his hacks, and he hacks from the right. Chapman is 2 for 3, 1 RBI, and he scored a run. Smith has the wheels at second. He's the lead getter. Mays put on the rubber, checks Smith at second. Smith edges a bit more off second. Mays delivers, and Chapman is caught looking. That's 3 away. For the Indians, a run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 left. They have tied this game. Scored even at 3 at the end of 6.5. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while let's root for the home team. Days old man, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
Hit Rube, then Ward, due up for New York. Hooley is coming on to pitch for the Indians. For Hooley, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Hit will get it started for the Yankees. Hit 1 for 2. Hooley is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Hooley focuses in on the target. Here's the pitch. That's skied to right center, medium deep. Speaker roams over. He calls can of corn, 1 away. One away. Rube is out to get his licks. He bats right. Rube 0 for 2. Hooley looking in at the target. Hooley winds and fires. A healthy cut by Rube, but he sends it straight up. O'Neill flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. 2 away. Here's Ward to take his swings. 2 away. Ward has done nothing in 2 trips. In the box now. Hooley prepares to come home. Hooley to the wind. Slow tapper towards second. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Wemsgans, and Ward is out at first for the final out. So the Yankees go quietly. Yankees, Indians, 3-all. The Indians now send up the heart of their order to face Mays, Speaker, O'Neill, and Gardner. Speaker to lead it off for the Indians. Speaker, 2 for 3, has a ribby. Speaker has the speed to manufacture a run. Mays stretches his arms above his head. Fiddle hitches out there. Speaker in the box, taps the plate. Waits. Mays climbs a mound. Rule set. He cranks and fires. Speaker hits one high. Hard right field. But it won't be enough. Musial covers it. It looked for a minute like it was gone. One away. O'Neill comes out to face Mays. Bats right. O'Neill 0 for 3. A reliable power hitter. O'Neill in the batter's box. Adjusts his shoulders. Now ready. Mays climbs a mound. Mays focuses in on the target. The pitch. A little roller to the right side. Pratt pounces on it. The quick toss to Pip, and he nails O'Neill by a step for out number 2. Gardner's up, 2 down. Gardner 1 for 3. Gardner in the batter's box. Taps the plate with his bat. Leans in. Mays gets set to pitch. The pitch. Cut on, ripped to right centered. Musial gallops for it, but he cuts it off. Gardner wisely holds first. The go-ahead run has reached. That's Gardner's second hit of the game. 2 outs, 8th inning, 1 on. Next to bat for Cleveland is Jameson. Jameson 0 for 3. Jameson preparing to bat. Mays shakes out his arms. Mays works the ball with his hand. Jameson steps up to the plate. Waits for the pitch. Mays prepared to work. Mays brings it to the plate. Swung on. Strike. Gardner is trying for the steal. Rule throws. The slide. Tags him. And he slides in safely. That's his first steal of the season, and that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. The batter stands in, waits for the pitch. Mays is on the slab. Mays will go to work on him. The pitch. Lined hard over second. Ruth is racing over. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Gardner is well around third. They're waving Gardner in. Here comes a throw home. Jameson is going for second. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe ahead of the throw. And there's a play at second. The throw. And Jameson is in standing. And Jameson's speed gets him in there. So the single drives in 1 big run, and the Indians break the tie and now lead 4-3 here in the 8th. That's Jameson's first run batted in of the season. Jameson on at second, 2 away, the top of the 8th inning. Next to bat for Cleveland is Johnston. Doc 1 for 3, and he scored once. Pitcher Mays set to go. Jameson edges a bit more off second. The pitch, hit like a shot. Pratt waves on it, but it's by him into right. Jameson is around third. They're waving Jameson in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate, and he's out by inches. Go to town, Yankees. They cut off the run. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. He was going all the way, and they finished his story at the front door. For the Indians, a run on 3 hits, and the late knot is untied. The score now stands 4-3 Indians as we head for the bottom of the 8th inning. Mays, Pratt, and Peckinpah due up for New York. Mays is scheduled to hit. On the season, he's 3 for 6, including 1 in this game, now batting .500. Uli sets up on the rubber again. Pratt is trying to get loose in the on-deck circle. Right-hander Uli, ready. Uli now. Lofted down the line to right. Jameson racing over. He won't get it, but he cuts it off. Mays wisely holds first. He's on with a single. The tying run is on. Second hit for Mays in the game. Here we go. Here's Pratt. Mays on at first. Pratt is 0 for 3. He's not much of a risk to bunt. Mays at first has legs. Uli on the rubber. Right-hander Uli, ready. To the plate. Hit like a bullet right between Gardner and Chapman. A clean single for Pratt. Smith is galloping for it. Mays around second. But the third base coach has his arms in the air. He'll hold at second as the throw comes in. Back-to-back singles for the Yankees. The tying run is now at second base. Here we go. Mays on second. Pratt on first. No out. The bottom of the 8th inning. Now Peckinpah to face Uli. Roger has 3 RBIs this season. Peckinpah 0 for 3. He's not much of a risk to bunt. Uli climbs the mound. Checks Mays at second. The runners take their lead. Uli now lined hard over second. Base hit. Jameson is after it, but he cuts it off. Mays is around third. Pratt is around second. They're waving Mays in. Pratt is headed for third. The throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe ahead of the throw. Tie game. And Pratt moves to third. Peckinpah is on with a single. So the single drives in 1 big run. Oh, those Yankees. They have tied this game. And Peckinpah now has 4 runs batted in on the season. All right, for New York. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. The next Yankees batter is Ruth. He's a left-handed batter. Ruth had his first homer earlier in this game. Ruth 1 for 3. He can be fanned. Babe has 1 RBI on the season. Ruth grips his right shoulder. Uli shakes out his right arm. How can they possibly get out of this? Ruth stands in. Waits. And here comes Indians manager Conley. Again. He's asking Uli for the ball. In from the bullpen is Myers. Uli pitched 1 inning in relief. He yielded 1 earned run so far on 3 hits. He's responsible for the runners. The right-hander, Myers, enters this game with a 0 ERA. This is his second appearance. He's worked 1 inning. He'll probably be after the K. How can they possibly get out of this? Ruth still not in the box. Pumps the bat several times. Myers has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. The batter stands in, sets his cap, waits for the pitch. Myers on the rubber. Musial is trying to get loose in the on-deck circle. Checks the runners. They're playing him in. Myers looks Pratt back to third, and a pitch. Swung on, grounded right at Gardner. He picks it up, no play at second. He fires to first. Then he gets him. That's 1. Pratt has to hold third. Okay, one gone. Runners at second and third for New York. The bottom of the eighth inning. Musial is out to take his hacks. He's their cleanup hitter. He has some power. Strikeouts have been a problem for him. On the season, Musial has 2 runs batted in. Pratt at third can tag and go. He's the lead getter. Myers needs to bear down here. Musial readying himself. Taps the bat on his left heel. Myers shakes out his arms. Musial steps up to the plate. Bob has a look of determination on his face. Now, ready? Myers climbs a mound. Rotates the ball in his right hand. Infielders in. The runners take their lead. Now Myers pitches. There's a deep drive to left. It's going to be a long run for Smith. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Musial's headed for second. Here's Smith's throw. And he slides in safely. Double and 2 RBIs. So the double scores 2 big runs, and the Yankees break the tie and now lead 6-4 here in the 8th. That gives Musial 4 RBI on the season. Well, right-handed batter Bodie now walks out to bat. 1 down, 3 runs in. Bodie had his first homer earlier in this game. Ping, 1 for 3. He's driven in 2. Catcher ready. Musial moves another step away from second. The pitch is on the way. Popped high to the left side. Gardner drifts back. Back! He stabs for it and makes the catch. 2 away. And Musial holds at second. Pip is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left for New York. 2 away. Musial on second. Pip has been up 3 times with 1 hit. O'Neill set. And they are putting Pip on. Intentional walk. Conley will let Myers take his chances with Rue. 2 on. New York now sends Rue to bat. Rue 0 for 3. Batter waits. Myers looking in. Here he comes. A little loop to the left. Shortstop Chapman might have a play. Running with his back to the plate. He twists and reaches, but it drops just out of reach. Smith tracks it down. The runners were off for the hit. Musial well around third. Coming down the line. He'll score. Pip is heading for third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And Rue holds it first. Single and an RBI. So the single drives in 1, and the Yankees add to their lead. This ball game now 7-4 for New York. The 10th hit in this game. Here's the right-handed Ward to take his swings. 2 down, Pip at third, Rue at first. And here comes Indians manager Conley again. He's asking Myers for the ball. Coming in to relieve Myers is Ellison, the right-hander. So Myers goes only 2/3 of an inning. He yielded 1 earned run so far on 2 hits, 1 walk. He's responsible for the runners. Ellison throws from the right. He has a lofty 40.5 ERA. This is his 2nd appearance. He's worked 2/3 of an inning. He's looking for 1 out. Ellison is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Ward steadies his bat. Pitcher Ellison set to go. The pitch. Base hit right field. Pip trots home. Jameson's after it. Now he has it. He comes up throwing. Rue is well around second. The coach is waving him to third, and he gets over to third as the throw comes into Chapman. So the single drives in 1, and New York increases its lead. This ball game now 8-4. Next up, New York hitter Mays. Pitcher Ellison eyeing Mays. Now he's ready. The runners take their lead. The pitch comes in. Mays drives a line at a deep center. Speaker is racing back. It's a tweener. It one-hops the wall. Speaker corrals the ball. Rue scores. Ward is around third. They're waving him in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's in standing. And Mays holds with a double. So the double scores 2. That was pitcher Mays who delivered. Carl with his third hit in this game. And the Yankees take a big lead, 10-4. For Mays, his first double of the season. Pratt to face Ellison. Catcher O'Neill sets his target. Man, they are putting Pratt on. Free pass to Dell. Conley will let Ellison take his chances with Peckinpah. Peckinpah is up next. Pitcher Ellison eyeing Peckinpah. Now he's ready. Now the delivery. On the ground, a deep short. Chapman can't get there. It's through for a base hit. Smith running in. Still coming. Mays is well around third. Pratt is rounding second. They're waving Mays in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe easily. And Pratt holds at second. Peckinpah is on with a single. So Peckinpah with a ribby single, and the Yankees add to their big lead. The score now 11-4. Here comes Ruth to take his cuts. Ellison gets set to pitch. This one has a chance. High, deep, and hard. Jameson is just a spectator this time. See ya. So Ruth has his second homer of the game. The Yankees add 3 more runs, and the Yankees add to their big lead, bounding away from the Indians, 14-4. And Ruth now with 4 runs batted in the game. And that's the third homer for the Yankees in this game. Musial walking up to bat. Batter up. O'Neill ready to receive. Ellison brings it home. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Smith gets it back in, and Musial is on at first. Third, safety for Musial. Bodie is now up. O'Neill sets up. Musial takes a good lead. He brings it in. Bouncer to Wemsgans. He flips to Chapman at second. And they get him. 3 down. The line for the Yankees, 11-10-0. They lead 1, and they storm back to take the lead in this game. The harvest is in. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Yankees ahead. Score 14-4. Wemsgans, Ellison, and Smith due up for Cleveland. Wemsgans will start the 9th. Mays staring in, ready to work. Here's the delivery. Grounded to Pratt. He scoops it up, flips to first, and that's the first out. Ellison coming up. Rue sets up. He brings it home. Grounded to the right side. Pip knocks it down. He's up with it. He flips to Mays, covering for the out. Here's Smith coming to the plate. Right-hander Mays, ready. Now the delivery. Chopper in front of the plate. Rue charges out. Barehands it, and he bobbles the ball. No throw. And Smith is safe at first. Score that an error on Rue. The Yankees have now committed 2 errors. Chapman is up next. Mays prepared to work. And now the pitch. It's a shot to left center. Bodie is racing to the gap. He's on the track. Caught. And that's the final out of the game. So the Yankees have won the ball game, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Conley. In the end, it was a walkover. Here's the line for the Yankees. 14 runs on 15 hits. They committed 2 errors. They lead 3. For the Indians, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. And they lead 7. Mays gets the win, his second. His record now 2-0. Hooley takes the loss, his first. His record now 0-1. So that winds up this 3-game series. Yankees take the series 3-zip for the Yankees. They are hot. Now with 3 straight wins. That's a fine start to this season for the Yankees. Overall, they now stand at 3-0. They now have first place to themselves. The Indians now with 3 losses in a row. That puts the wraps on this one. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from New York. Final score: New York Yankees 14, Cleveland Indians 4.